piece from a podcast, Toon Talk, The Sound of Our Lives.
That's right. Hosted by Zoe and Ryan. And we're going to, well, dive deep into it, just like our name suggests.
Exactly. We listen closely to their chat about music, playlists, all that stuff. Think of this as, your shortcut to the best bits they shared.
Right. We've pulled out the key points. And our mission today, really, is to look at those personal connections we make with music.
How playlists kind of mirror our moods, our activities.
Our memories.
Yeah.
All through what Zoe and Ryan were talking about on their show.
Okay, so let's jump in. They kicked off with a great question. What's on repeat right now?
Yeah, a good icebreaker.
Zoe said she was obsessed with Lost in the Fire by Gesaffelstein and The Weeknd. She called it, dark, moody.
Which immediately makes you think, okay, what's going on there? What kind of, feeling is she connecting with?
Right. It's sort of revealing, isn't it, how a song choice might give you a little window into someone's headspace at that moment.
Totally. Things like, minor keys, maybe a slower beat, stuff you might find in a dark and moody track, often links up with feeling more introspective.
Or maybe just wanting to lean into that vibe.
Exactly. It's like a sonic mirror for an internal feeling.
And then Ryan, his pick was completely different, As It Was, by Harry Styles.
Ah, okay.
He described it as nostalgic yet fresh, which I thought was interesting.
That's a great description.
Yeah.
It captures that feeling of looking back, but it still feels current.
So you've got these two sides, one leaning into something darker, the other into this nostalgic but new feeling.
And that contrast, it
Yeah.
just really underlines how personal music taste is. What hits one person right now can be totally different for someone else.
Yeah.
And it probably comes down to our own experiences, what we need emotionally at that time, maybe comfort, maybe exploration.
Makes sense. So then they got into playlist personalities. This bit really resonated with me.
Oh yeah, how so?
Well, Ryan apparently organizes his playlist mostly by mood. He gave examples like late night feels,
Okay, I can picture that one.
rainy window vibes, and my personal favorite, main character energy.
Love that. Tells you exactly what kind of music that is.
Right, you instantly get the atmosphere he's trying to capture or enhance.
Yeah, it's like curating little sound environments for your feelings.
Yeah.
Using music to soundtrack your internal world.
But Zoe, she does it differently. Hers are more based on activities.
Okay, functional.
Yeah, exactly. Like deep focus, dance break, or indie gems only.
Right, so for her, it's more of a tool. Music to help her concentrate, or give her energy, or just set a specific genre vibe.
It's interesting, isn't it? Two really different ways of using music day to day.
It really is. And it points to, I think, two basic ways we engage with music. One is emotional, like Ryan's mood playlists.
Managing feelings.
Right. And the other is functional, like Zoe's activity playlists.
Yeah.
Using music to help us do things or, enhance experiences.
Shaping the external situation rather than just reflecting the internal one.
Precisely. Emotional regulation on one hand, task enhancement on the other. Both super common.
Then throwback tracks. Always a fun topic.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's got strong feelings about throwbacks.
Zoe's ultimate timeless track, No Scrubs by TLC. She just said it's iconic, unskippable.
Can't argue with that. It holds up.
Definitely. But what gives songs like that such staying power, you think, decades later?
Well, part of it's just great songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
And its cultural impact back then was huge.
True.
Plus, massive nostalgia factor now.
Yeah.
But being unskippable, that suggests it still has this energy, this relevance that cuts through time.
Yeah, it just hits right. And Ryan's choice, Mr. Brightside by The Killers.
Ah, the anthem.
Exactly. He mentioned that urge to just scream it out loud. We've all been there, right?
Oh, absolutely, that visceral thing. What is it about songs like that?
I don't know. They just get under your skin.
It's like they tap into something primal. And singing along like that, it's cathartic, isn't it? It's almost like these songs become part of our collective cultural DNA. It makes you wonder, what is it? The melody, the lyrics, the memories we attach.
Probably a mix of all of it, that anthemic quality.
A potent combination. Which leads nicely into guilty pleasures.
Yes. Always slightly awkward, but fun.
So Ryan admitted he secretly loves Call Me Maybe.
Carly Rae Jepsen. Classic.
He kind of acknowledged, people might judge, but he stands by it.
Good for him. Why do we even have this concept of guilty pleasures anyway?
It's interesting, right? It says a lot about social pressures around taste, what's cool versus what you just genuinely enjoy.
Yeah, the perceived conflict.
Exactly. But Ryan embracing it just shows sometimes a catchy feel-good song is just a catchy feel-good song. It brings joy. End of story.
And Zoe's Barbie Girl. by Aqua.
Oh, wow. Okay. Bold
He
choice.
owned it, though. Said it's ridiculous, but it makes her laugh.
And honestly, that's a perfectly good reason to like a song.
Absolutely. Sometimes music is just about fun, pure, unadulterated silliness.
Right. It doesn't always need to be deep. There's real value in music that's just playful or funny.
Hmm.
Makes you think, what are our guilty pleasures?
Maybe we shouldn't say.
Huh? Fair enough. But it just shows our tastes are complicated. It's not always about, like, intellectual appreciation. Sometimes we just like stuff.
Very true. Okay, shifting gears a bit, they talked about the soundtrack of your life.
Ooh, I like this one. Hypothetical opening credits song.
Yeah. Zoe picked Dog Days Are Over by Florence plus the Machine.
Ah, great track. Epic.
She chose it for the drama, the uplifting quality, said it felt like her personality.
Wow. That's quite a statement, isn't it? Choosing a song like that. It's about how you see yourself, or maybe how you want to see yourself.
Like an aspirational identity.
Could be. That song has such a build, a sense of triumph over something. Suggests she sees her life narrative as, oh, pretty epic. Overcoming things. Moving forward.
It's a powerful self-perception. And Ryan, he went with Good Life by One Republic.
Okay, different vibe again.
Yeah, he felt it captured a just getting started energy, more optimistic maybe.
Definitely feels that way. More about potential, appreciating the now, looking forward, a sense of opportunity.
So yeah, again, different self-assessments coming through in their song choices.
It really gives you a peek into how we build stories about ourselves and what music we feel fits those stories best.
And finally, they touched on something really profound. Music as a memory capsule.
Ah, yes. This is huge.
Zoe noted how music just instantly triggers memories, feelings, people. I mean, that happens to me all the time. You too.
Oh, absolutely. Constantly. The link between music and memory is incredibly strong, scientifically proven even.
Right. It's like certain songs are hardwired to specific moments or emotions.
Exactly. They become these powerful triggers. Instant transportation back to a time, a place, a feeling. Like the music and the experience are just fused together in your brain.
And Ryan called playlists little time machines.
Perfect description.
It really is. You can literally curate a journey back through your own life just by putting certain songs together.
It gives playlists a whole new weight, doesn't it? They're not just background noise, they're like sonic diaries.
Yeah, little portals to your past.
Makes you think, doesn't it? What memories are embedded in your playlists? What parts of your life do they map out?
So, okay, let's just quickly pull the threads together from Zoe and Ryan's chat.
Good idea. What are the main takeaways for everyone listening?
Well, first, just how personal music taste is. Obvious, maybe, but their examples really showed it.
Right. And how we use playlists, consciously or not, to match our moods, like Ryan.
Or to help with activities, like Zoe.
Then there's the lasting power of throwbacks, those songs that just stick with us and spark such strong reactions.
Don't forget the guilty pleasures. The fun and just liking what you like.
Definitely. And this idea of music as a soundtrack to your life, reflecting who you are or aspire to be.
And finally, that incredibly strong connection between music and memory. Those little time machines.
Yeah. And like Zoe and Ryan suggested, maybe it's worth thinking about all this a bit more consciously.
How are you using music? Are you appreciating those memory connections?
They finished by encouraging listeners to maybe make a new playlist or
Yeah.
go back and listen to an old one with fresh ears.
Which I think is a great prompt for all of us, actually.
Me too. Consider it an invitation. Engage with your music library. Explore some new stuff. Revisit old favorites. Think about what it all says about you.
So as we wrap up this deep dive based on Zoe and Ryan's conversation, here's something to chew on.
Go on.
What one song, if you heard it right now, unexpectedly, would zap you straight back to a really significant life moment?
Ooh, tough question.
And maybe more importantly, what does that instant trip back in time tell you about yourself and the things that have shaped you?
That's deep. The power of music, huh? Shaping and preserving our own personal stories.
Exactly. Something to think about next time you hit play.